NBA 2K players to compete alongside and learn from NBA 2K League players and coaches, and to participate in the off-court development sessions led by WNBA players Ariel Powers and Renee Montgomery.
Now, you guys will have some pretty cool sessions that include some familiar faces. What can fans expect from these sessions?
This year, we want to really strive to show the best of the best. So we're putting a lot of our top pros to play with and against the women. Some of our participants are like a Dave Potter, finals MVP champion this year. A Nudini, also another champion. Authentic African, original Malik from Knicks Gaming. Scene from Kingsguard Gaming. The goal always in these camps is to have everyone talking and getting to know each other. Because once you do that, the process of making the community a better place happens much easier.
Ariel Powers will be streaming from the 2K League Twitch channel. Tell us more about that.
Yes, I'm very excited. On Friday, January 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern, guys, make sure you lock in on our channel, the NBA 2K League Twitch's channel. You're going to see Ariel Powers stream some of the camp, watch some of the gameplay, talk to some of the players, and give you a real in-depth look to what makes a top women gamer in the world.
I love that, especially her passion for esports. That's not all you're doing with women, however. Talk about the Women in Gaming initiative you guys have set up as well.
From last season's draft, we saw the outcome of that. We wanted to facilitate better relationships and understand what we have to do to get women across that stage. So this year, we kind of evolved the Women Initiative, and we added layers to it. So for one, we have pro-am amateur teams that we work with, like Heart Crushers, and also Ball Alert, which spawned two other teams, which are a really cool name you'll probably love, Hooping Heifers and Pure Gold. So that's what we want, right? We want women gamers to feel empowered to play in the community and stand right with the gentlemen. Also, it's something that we have gameplay sessions, so we would take these women from these top 4 women teams, and they would play with pros, and they would get coaching from our coaches in a real 5v5 competitive setting. And I think out of everything, that was the most important thing. Coaches were able to learn how great these women were, and the players were also able to learn from the women. Hey, this is what I do when I'm in a situation, and vice versa. So it's a great opportunity to facilitate relationships.
When you talk about the women coming across the stage, what is the ultimate goal here? What is at stake here for these women participating in this program?
It's just the maturation of the process. So this year, versus last year, we want.
Bring it right back if we run out of line. Said I hop out of you. If we walk in this thing, you wanna know me. My future is bright, so I don't want no parts and no negative time. My time isn't cheap. They were sleeping like see. And I'm like, see. I took my shot. Long range. I feel like squared up. Mess your hair up. Pretty girl like Carol. Like Camara. Like Doja, baby. That's what I think. I don't know her, baby. She wanna see, wanna know where it's at. Ain't going back. Don't call my phone, no, I ain't got no time for you. Whoa. Don't call my phone, no, I ain't got no time for you. Whoa. Don't call my phone, no, I ain't got no time for you. Whoa. Don't call my phone, no, I ain't got no time for you.
The Brooklyn Nets coming into the building and looking sharp, and they hope to be sharp on the court, too, as they get ready to go to work on the road. Welcome to 2K Sports Live, Saturday coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Well, another Kevin Durant, is just as dedicated to his craft as you are at yours. But it's off the court where he says he's been on a circuit, pushing my limits, the flow of life, the people I meet, the environment I want to live in. All that stuff fulfills me more than everything. Kevin, the game of basketball opens so many doors for him to search.
It does indeed. Thanks, David. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they're in the upper part of the conference records right now, in 5th place. And checking out Washington,
let's do this.
Behind. And seeing where Washington is, with the start they've had, they've taken what was such a hopeful preseason and turned the mood sour.
Yeah, remember the last time I've seen optimism turn to pessimism as quickly as I have with these guys. I mean, their fans are already talking about who needs to be replaced.
So the next starting five, we've got Harden. Jordan is out there with Green, and it's Kyrie Irving, and it's KD in the position. And for the Wizards, Javi Lopez out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's and there's Bradley Beal, and it's Neto at the point. Back in 1991, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going for it right now.
Yeah, I know that. Listen, everyone wants to see what you got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so, because of that, though, especially in the days game, sometimes judgment comes way too quickly. And we've seen it with a lot of great young players that, because they come in a lot earlier in terms of their age, it may take them an extra year or two to figure it all out. And so the teams that are most patient in allowing those kids to mature at their own level tend to be the ones that get the higher rewards.
Indeed. And we see so much impatience and it causes problems.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden, so much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
Beal, the pass to Neto. Lets the three fly.
I thought it would go ahead again.
The Nets have got lucky. 3 shots to go in for it to start off this game. Durant feeling it out a bit. Beyond the arc. No good.
Got it.
So for the Wizards, their last game a loss to the Milwaukee Bucks.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
Oh, man, got it.
Good.
I knew he was
picking up the assist.
I knew it was going in.
He's got 7 points in the game.
I knew it was going in.
It's Washington with it. It's a 3-point game. Let's see some of the numbers here. Kevin Durant.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under it.
Jordan dishes to Harden. A 3-pointer, no good.
And you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And Clark, the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to
they robbed me.
another level. He's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork
They killing me.
is really outstanding.
Aubrey on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Maybe big difference, man.
All right, a chance to see some stats for Bradley Beal. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. He's been putting up 35 points per, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
Here's the pass to Harden. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Neto. Wizards trail by 3.
Ball.
To Beal.
Ball.
The pass to Hook. And the layup falls.
Comfortable shooting close to the basket. The size Lopez possesses gives him confidence down low.
Irving dishes to KD. Irving sets a screen for KD. With the drop.
Oh my God, that's a
KD throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Now, here's Lopez.
Oh, my
with some
God.
nice D.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
From T. Martin, drills it to
Oh my God.
Martin's got 10
They're
points.
killing us.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct
They're killing us right now.
to extend the lead.
And he tries in. And foul on the
Oh, my
shot,
God.
so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul and make him earn from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Mo Wagner's checked in for Lopez. Davis Bertans comes in for Hachimura. Brown is checked in for Avdia. And it's Ish Smith in for Diaz. The Nets also changing it up. Luwawu is checked in for Green. Harris comes in for James Harden. And it's Brown in for Irving. Now here's Brown. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Jordan with a screen on Brown. Durant.
How you letting them dunk on you, man?
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
Here's Brown. The three from Bertans. It's hauled in by Brown. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up to the Nets. A 6-point lead. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
30-second difference between shot clock and game time. So that's for Jordan. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Look at it.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist, a big target with strength and balance.
Oh, my goodness.
Smith kicks the net. With the fadeaway. And he didn't get caught out under that one. James Harden getting it done for Brooklyn. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
Yeah.
And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind of an NBA season.
That together to make a great group. And I think that's the focus every day. That's tough in itself. That's the pressure in itself, is the getting up and being laser focused on what your job is every day. And I think a lot of guys in this locker room know how to muster up that focus to, win basketball games.
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Brooklyn?
Guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy football knows assists.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Wizards. Davis Bertans out there with Mo Wagner. And it's Smith. Then there's Brown. And it's Bonga in at the three. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up, make its move in the East. Kevin?
Oh, my God.
We'll see how they do, David. Thank you. Bradley Beatles checked in for the Wizards.
And Smith, the former Demon Deacon, he's a savvy veteran whose passing and shooting really can frustrate opponents.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. The Wizards working the ball around now.
Oh, my.
And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Let's quickly bring up the 2K leaderboard for a look at the top free throw shooters among point guards. Kyrie Irving is second.
Well, if these guys can get to the line, there's not much question
what the outcome's going to be. So it sort of prevents the D from being as aggressive as they'd like to be against them.
Yeah, because of their shooting ability, they get a little more space than the average point guard. Maybe they'll miss a shot from the floor, but if you send them to the line, those points are almost guaranteed. Wagner finds Beal.
I can nail that jump, man.
Leading by 4. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Irving. Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland and remember DeMontis as a little kid. And now he's an all-star last year. You know, I think I have in a couple years. Dwayne Wade's son's a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly headed to the league one day.
Really made it.
I'm as a dad that's going to get to watch this, so I'm really excited. But I think we're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. It's going to be over with that. Not watching for the line that time.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for James Harden. Right around 25 points per, 11 assists, and 6 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out. Making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving, and of course, times the open.
Oh my God, he missed that.
Nets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the Jordan Poole. He dishes it to Jordan. Outside Irving. Three with a screen on Lopez. Here's Irving. The offensive rebound.
Oh, damn, nobody playing no defense. Damn.
Green's got his first points in this one.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Smith kicks to Hachimura. With another miss.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
And they're taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter. Well, you can be the judge of if it's
We gotta come back.
or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being used, to say the least.
And, you know, sometimes that sword cut.
Hold on, I'm gonna take the camera off. Kind of messing me up. Turn off the camera.
Both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area. Now, here is Irving. 38 points for him last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Second chance effort. Pass to Shannon for 3.
Nope. Airball. Airball.
And let's see what the Nets have coming up on Saturday. They'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Here's Beal. He takes it in. Lopez inside, headed by Green. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Oh, man.
Browns checked in for Bradley Beal. And the Nets also making a change. Browns checked in. And the pass to Llewellyn.
Bring that ball back.
1:49 left in the first half. Green. And goaltending is going to be the call.
Oh, man.
There anyway.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead. Here's Neto. He's covered by Brown. And the foul on Rui Hachimura. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated play and got there first.
And they're not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Pass to KD. Green with a screen for KD. Yes, that goes in. KD's got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn.
You know, he's a good guy to have run in that particular set. I mean, Durant is not a guy who makes a lot of mistakes in the pick and roll.
Neto kicks to Hachimura. The Wizards with a miss. And so Brown will bring it up for Brooklyn. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look the gift horse in the mouth.
Over in the corner, Brown. A three. The rebound by Luwawu. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 12-4 run right now. KD can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
You're like, come on.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
He misses the free throw.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going. And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Harris is checked in. Now here's Green. He's coming off a 13-point game against Cleveland. No problems knocking that one down. Harris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Neto, and by Green. Brown, the pass to Wagner. Back to Brown. Here's Bonga. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Wagner. From the right block, his shot is good. Wagner's got his first bucket of the night. And here is KD. A three. No good. Shot missing. And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. KD, you're running and gunning out there. How much fun is it when the offense is flowing like that?
Well, I think this team is very well disciplined, and they do all the details. We just wanted to play harder, man. I think we got some steals, we got some fast break points, and we're playing together. Everybody touching the ball. It's just fun when we play like that, so we got to continue to do that.
KD, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 10 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. Shaq, let's get your take on Brooklyn.
And so far, the Beard has owned the game. He's getting to his spots, just going to work. Tough shot maker, shooting right in your face. The defense has not been able to stop him.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Wizards.
Well, obviously, they didn't show up on the glass at all. They were getting outworked, out-hustled, and outplayed. And their competition showed just the opposite. They wanted it more. You can't give up a ton of extra possessions in a game like this and expect to win.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific. And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
So for Brooklyn now, Green is out there with Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the 2 spot.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And so it's Washington with it, following the 3-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Here's Avdia, softly drops in the floor. Avdia's got 9.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Outside Irving. For 3, Durant. That shot, no good. Now Washington takes it the other way. Hachimura kicks to Neto. Back to Beal. This one for 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. That's leading by 12.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. I mean, not the most prolific, perhaps the most talented. He was dangerous from any part of the floor.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I'm just outthinking it. And I'm faulting Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Now Beal. James Harden missing on the 3.
1-on-1.
Over Harden. Floor get a chance to trim it to single digits. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant is efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots, and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? Easy bucket in the paint. Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
No good from Durant. Wizards trail by 11. Neto, the pass to Hachimura. Here's Avdia. He's again.
Oh my God.
And KD's got the ball here for the Nets. He's led by as many as 14 points. Irving misses.
I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that.
Here's Irving. He has 6.
Put my dunk on, put my twist on, you know, losing. Losing though.
Launches a 3. Traps in the tray.
How did he make that?
Irving's got a pair of 3s now. The 3rd for Brooklyn.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Arvin, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible coaches. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts in there.
It was, and we had a lot of personality. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Now, here's Bertans. After the miss from KD.
Oh my God, they're gonna rob me.
Rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion. Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
And Harden with the basket on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. Wizards trail by 11. Here's Smith.
Oh. Around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
Irving passes to Jordan.
That was going in too.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Luwawu is checked in for the Nets.
You know, at this stage of his career, Jordan not only knows his role, but thoroughly embraces it. He's out there to provide energy and hustle on defense and on the glass.
Now, here's Irving. 8 points in the game so far.
Well, that's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And too much time in the lane, they get called to the 3-second violation. And the Wizards making a change here. Brown's checked in. Bruce Brown is checked in for the Nets. Pass to Luwawu. Jordan the screen, fires from deep. Rebound, Washington. Brown outside. Passes to Bertans. Now Smith. Wizards passing it around. The Wizards with another miss. Nets leading by 15. Outside, KD. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. KD's got 5 points in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we'll be right back after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Dan, he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays, night in and night out.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Hachimura. He's out there with Robin Lopez. Avdia out there with Brown. And it's Neto in at the point. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 14 points for James Harden.
Brown, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
The pass to Harden. Avdia with the rebound. Wizards trail by 17. And out of bounds as they gain possession.
That's just another mistake. I mean, they got it on autopilot and they look totally dejected.
Beal's checked in for the Wizards. Green's checked in for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving comes in for Bruce Brown. Now here's Harden. Jordan up top. Lopez covering. The drive by Jordan. Good D by Lopez. Washington shooting around 40% from the floor here. Beal, the pass to Hachimura. Out to the right wing. Stolen by Harden.
Oh,
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists in the game.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Here's Neto, covered by Irving. Neto can't get it to go.
all right.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Jordan finds Irving. Harden outside. Pops it up for Jordan. Hachimura cracks the miss. Hachimura's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got 4 rebounds in this game. Green, the pass to Harden. Buries the long-range jumper.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known. Reciprocally.
But I always pictured you as being fearless. Like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Now, Avdia. Jeff Green missing from long range. Hachimura finds Lopez.
Oh my
Great effort
God.
on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Inside, DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Boy, at the rim, Jordan still, after all this time in the league, has the athleticism to get up and throw it down.
Hachimura with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Back to Beal. And they get it. Little shot off the mark. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Outside, Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
I think the salaries now could exceed $500 million, not to mention the endorsement deal. And they're on a single team that's built around Bill, and certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, and everything?
This is my favorite things right now.
Oh yeah, that's what's up.
Especially if you're winning.
Now here's
Welcome to the stream. If you're new to the channel, you can subscribe to the channel. Oh man.
Shoots over shift.
Oh my God, I'm losing though.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open right there for the D.
Gioza passes to Green.
Oh.
Hits the button.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
I'm gonna pick another team play
You
them,
know
man.
what, Kev? I think it's time to switch.
I'm not good with Washington
going to
Wizards.
your pitch or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
Now, here's Bogdan. That's tipped, and he gets it back. Vader on the way. Count it.
There we go.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Here's Chioza. Pass to Green. Going inside. Misses from close range.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Oh,
Well,
my
guys,
God.
this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can see
Obliteration, yeah, that's what it was.
mission accomplished
I
now
ain't that good
for
with
the
it.
Nets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And they're able to even
Picking the Lakers next time.
of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
Hard to say now how the final 2 games between them will play out, but one thing's certain. I mean, they're going to go at each other. This has become a very intense matchup.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for James Harden.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And the officials called for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green, and it's Johnson in for Landry Shamet. Luwawu, the pass to Jordan, and that one is good.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
The Wizards with another miss. Here's Johnson.
They got me this time.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Had a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by.
They killed me.
Hey, thank you, Kevin. Kyrie, very few can match your offensive creativity. So how do you integrate that into the team system?
It starts with our practice. It starts with our practice patterns, getting our swing action, and practicing with a purpose. You know, whether it's shoot-arounds or walkthroughs, we're starting to show progress right there and just getting back to what we know, and that's executing, opening the door, and trusting them.
Well, the ball was certainly moving tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Play the same team.
Element that we add.
Let's go, man.
And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here.
I lost that game. I might have won this one.
Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Brooklyn Nets. Hi, everyone. Alongside Grant Hill and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. And let's check out a breakdown breakdown, looking at some stats for the last handful of seasons for LeBron James.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games, looking assertive and in control every time he's on the three-point line, and it's been fun to watch.
Before we get started, we've got just enough time to head over to the sideline. Allie?
Well, we know last season LeBron James passed the great Kobe Bryant for 3rd all-time in career scoring. The 2 names ahead of him, Karl Malone, and at the top, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record-setting mark. LeBron said, quote, "I'd be lying if I said I don't see it. Whatever happens, happens, but I do see it."
That would be something. Thanks, Allie. Tonight, 2 teams that love to run. Steve, you like that the NBA is getting faster?
BA, I like watching it. I don't know if I could have played at it, but I like that both teams get up and down. I think it's going to come down to which team can play defense just a little bit better, and who doesn't turn it over.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. Green up here with Kevin Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's James Harden. And it's Jordan in the center position. For the Lakers, LeBron is the 3 with Davis in at the 4. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Gasol in at the 5. Now, here is James. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable. Irving against Schroeder. From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Lakers. Now, here's James. A real weapon on offense, averaging around 24.5 a game.
The indestructible one, LeBron brushing off contact with an easy deuce.
So I know how to play with the Wizards. I know how to play with the Lakers.
The Lakers getting their last shot to go. Stolen by Schroeder.
See?
James against Harden. Back to James. Durant with a steal.
Oh, man. I tried to do a crossover. I lost the ball.
The 3. And he buries his first look.
You just marvel at Durant's fluidity for his size. Stopping and popping, he's one of a kind.
Well, the length and lateral quickness it's what makes him an impactful player on both ends of the court.
And what I love about the NBA is that Durant can defend in the paint and on the perimeter equally as well. He also has great timing when challenging shots. And lately, he has received more credit for his defense, but you feel like he's still slipped on just a little bit. And think about this, BA. You look at the pressure and hype surrounding LeBron James during his entire career, and he's lived up to it in every step of the way. One of the best, if not the best, since his rookie year until now.
So, Grant, when we talk about LeBron, and you're talking about him to a non-basketball fan, how would you describe it? What makes him so good?
Well, BA, you have to start off by saying that nobody's as strong and fast as LeBron. I mean, he has the skills you need at an elite level. He is the complete package in every sense of the word.
Now, here is James. Shoots over Durant.
Oh, man, come on, guys.
But it's no good for Brooklyn. They've gone 2 of 4 so far. Launches the 3. It doesn't go for it. And it's the Lakers the other way. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game. And the defense had absolutely...
Oh, my God.
They embraced the challenge as well. They hit big shot after big shot to keep the other team at bay.
And it's Irving missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Oh, my God.
The king, timeless, saying, I'm going to keep doing what I do until they catch up with me.
Brooklyn is gone, only 2 of 6 from the three-point line in this first quarter. And here's an important score for this team, averaging around 25.5 a game. Here's Jordan, and there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
One of the great rebounders in this league. When Jordan does score, this is often how it happens.
James attacking. And that's now 3 for 6.
Making a statement here early. Going right to the rack. I love it.
Well, this is his game. Be proactive offensively. Put the defense back on his heels. Now here's Harden. The 3. And he buries his first look.
And that's just precision personified from Harden beyond the arc. I mean, he looks so comfortable shooting from out there.
Here's Caldwell Pope, defended by Harden.
Come on, Caldwell.
Caldwell Pope's shot is off.
Caldwell.
The Nets have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Here's Green. That is by Green. Attacking the rim with power. Tremendous finish.
No defense.
It's a completely new group for the Lakers. Grant, you were the master at meshing with your teammates. How key is being on the same page early in the year?
It's critically important that everyone get on the same page early. I felt like when I played and a new team was assembled, it was important to connect off the court. Those connections, that relationship, I'm a strong believer carries over onto the court. So meshing, coming one as a unit is critical for that success of that team.
Chemistry counts, doesn't it? Now here's Morris. Here's Kuzma.
Come on, Kuzma.
No good by the Lakers.
Oh my God. What went in?
Harrell against Harris. Launches it. Pure from 3-point range.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Caruso, defended by Brown. Count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
I still made it.
And the free throw, no good. The Nets with the lead.
Timeout.
1:09 left in the first quarter. Pass to Durant from deep 3-point range. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Durant's got 6.
And that's where KD just speaks with this team. When it comes to those spot-ups, he's as good as anyone in the league.
Some changes here for the Lakers. LeBron, he's checked in for Harrell. Davis comes in for Matthews. And Gasol subbed in for Caruso. Now here's Gasol. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. From 7, they get it back. Here's James. He's off on the layup.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
But they recover it. Another shot. And that one's good. Now 4 for 10.
I'll tell you, LeBron with the ball inside feels like a foregone conclusion.
Here's Durant. Takes it.
One more for the highlight reel. KD with the skyscraper.
On the wing, Davis. Pass to James. And he makes it on the layup. James has got 12 points in the game.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Nets out in front, up 7. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Run away with you.
And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the...
How can we be the best version of ourselves individually every day, and how can we bring that together to make a great group? And I think that's the focus every day. That's tough in itself. That's the pressure in itself, is the getting up and being laser focused on what your job is every day. And I think a lot of guys in this locker room know how to muster up that focus to win basketball games.
Well, KD may not be an in-your-face type guy, but he gets his message across.
He does. He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action.
Oh, my God.
All right, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
Try to overwhelm you. Respect LeBron showing the artistry that other players could only dream of.
Brooklyn has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight.
Wow, LeBron James is still scoring at an elite level, scoring 25 or more points in 16 straight seasons now. That level of consistency and dominance is unheard of.
You know, with LeBron scoring 25 points per game for 16 seasons, no other player comes close to that amount, Scotty.
Kobe Bryant and Karl Malone are second with a dozen seasons each. Even the scoring champ Kareem had only 10 seasons of 25 points or more. LeBron James is truly in a class by himself.
The Lakers making a switch here. Harold's checked in.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
And it's James with the jam.
Go again.
At their best when LeBron pushes, his aggressiveness raises the level of this team.
And we're now into the second quarter play. Harden with it. Outside Durant. Three-pointer. It's Harold with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
James up top.
What's so impressive, the defense is trying to make adjustments, but LeBron's making even quicker reads.
into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You take a look at the Nets. Right now, 5th in the division, right in the middle.
I think for the Nets, they've looked rock solid this season. They just need to stay on target and prepare for the postseason.
I don't think they played their best basketball, so that things do come together for them before the end of the regular season.
Look out, Durant. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in.
And it's James with the jam.
Doing more work in the painted area. He has really excelled inside.
And Brooklyn has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And their first look at this year's Lakers squad.
It's really hard to know what to expect when teams play only twice a year. Makes it a bit of a mystery.
The balance between East and West after years of being dominated by the West is starting to even out some.
LeBron.
For Montrezl Harrell, a second-round pick in 2015, his motor has overcome any lack of
Hot right now, man.
He said, quote, "I'm not someone who shies away from contact or tries to make the game pretty. I have the mindset of being a dog. I put myself up against anybody there is. I don't care who. Guys, hope you're there."
We gotta like that attitude, Alec. Thanks. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. James double teamed. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Harrell. Here's Caldwell Pope. And again, it's the Lakers.
Let's go.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Go, man. We gotta come back.
And here's the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Durant
give me bad. That's time.
Here's the drive. And Durant.
Oh, you don't dunk on my man like that. You don't dunk on my man like that. You want to dunk? What's dunk?
And James with the jam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
Yep, I sure did. Come on,
Pass to Harden. And there's the screen.
Playing better now.
Behind the arc. And it's Harrell with a rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7-3 now in the second quarter. A double team on James. Pass to Davis. Here's Caldwell Pope. Back to Davis. Harrell with it. Pounded by Harris. That gives him the lead. Boy, Grant, the story of your NBA career, overcoming that devastating ankle injury, I think that was in year 6. Now, you tried to play through it at first. Hindsight 2020 now. Do you approach it any differently?
No question, B.A. I would have sat down and not played and probably trusted my instincts way back then. Certain players, when they get hurt, if they're told they're going to be out for 2 weeks, they'll try to come back in 1 week. And there's certain players, if they're told they're going to be out for 2 weeks, they'll come back in 4 weeks. I was the former. And so I needed someone to protect me from myself at times. Thankfully, in today's game, they're much more cautious and big picture oriented. And so when players get hurt, they're thinking long term as opposed to getting them back out there for that next game like they did 20 years ago.
A new group getting ready for the Lakers. Morris, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Kuzma comes in for James. Matthews, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Caruso in for Schroeder. 3 for 3. The Lakers with a rebound. There's a minute 54 left in the first half.
Beasting on defense. First he closes out hard on the shooter, then he attacks the glass. Filthy.
It's Brown on the wing. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrell. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago, going up against the Bulls. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And here's Brown for 3. Nets keep it alive. And stolen by Harrell. Kuzma outside. Morris against Jordan. Pass to Matthews. That one goes. That was 1 for 2.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
Brooklyn trailing. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Back to Green. 55 seconds left in the first half. Clock at 6. The Nets need to get off a shot here. A shot has got the drill. Oahu Campbell, no good. And for the Lakers, their shooting has been great this game. 58%. Pass to Matthews. Offensive rebound. Here's Harold. Off target with a close range fadeaway. And Brooklyn shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Shaman, guarded by Morris. Oh, Morris with a steal. Over to the left wing. Here's Kuzma.
Oh, my God.
Off the mark. First half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Lakers on top, up by 4, and we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Oh, wow.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. And then Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand, please. And I'm Kevin Harlan. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 24 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. It's easy to see the effect he's had on his teammates. He's been the catalyst for that. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, they should have a lot of room on the perimeter in the second half because they've already have a lot of points in the paint. And the D will have no choice but to collapse and try to put it in on that end. So, if you want to use the three-point shot more, they'll have to space to do it.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Nets.
Well, it was an uneven first half in terms of defense. Look, they gave up a lot of good looks. The field goal percentage is...
And that wraps up the halftime show.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen the team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
So on the floor for Brooklyn, we've got Green, Kyrie Irving out there with James Harden. Then there's Kevin Durant, and it's Jordan in at the 5 spot.
No one Durant's height with this level of usage has ever shot this well from distance.
James passes to Davis. Over Green, and Davis gets it to go on the assist by James. Davis has got his first points of the game. And 7 straight seasons for Anthony Davis, where he's had 2 blocks or more per game. Smitty, elite rim protector.
He is, BA, and everyone in the league knows it. For every block he gets, he also changes shots. You also have guys determining attempting a shot. All players on offense, they are aware of Davis's shot blocking ability.
Schroeder passes to Davis. James against Durant. Shot by James, no good. And the Nets shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Pass to Irving. This one's tied.
Oh, yeah.
Davis with the rebound.
Okay.
Davis has got 4 rebounds now. Green, the pass to Harden. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. For Los Angeles, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And here's Gasol. Back to James. Now Schroeder. Here's Caldwell Pope. Second chance effort. And the basket is good. Gasol's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, They're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Three-pointer, Harden. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they dug this hole.
Here's James. And he converts the layup. James got 28 points for the game.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Brooklyn has gone only 1 of 4 from three-point land in the third quarter. Outside Durant. Puts up a 3. Oh, he's now 7 for 12.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
This is when they need it the most. So they're so close to evening this game up.
Schroeder into the lane. Over Irving. Davis. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance point.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Harden finds Durant. Harden with a screen on James. There's the drive. Outside to Irving. From the arc. And he can't get that one. And the Lakers going the other way now. It's James with the drive. And it's James with the jam.
You can't give a steamroller like LeBron that kind of opening. He'll bury you every time.
Outside Irving. A deep 3 from Durant. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Durant's got 11 in the second half.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
For the Lakers. Harrell's checked in for Gasol. Kuzma comes in for Anthony Davis. Matthews, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Caruso in for Schroeder. And the Nets also making a change. Harris is checked in for Green.
Beasting on defense. First he closes out hard on the shooter, then he attacks the glass.
Hard misses.
Oh, he missed.
The Lakers have got 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Matthews misses. And that's had gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Outside Irving. Pass to Harden. Jordan with a screen on James. And then Harden with the jam.
And look at those moves in the post. And the smooth finish to go along with it.
Just excellent work around the rim. Here's James. No good. In and out off the rim. The Nets have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Three-pointer, Harden. And it's Harden again missing.
He's kind of lost his way this period. Having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Stolen by Harden. And it's Irving off the drive. Good work there as he goes. Irving's got 5.
The bus driver with the ball in his hand. Kyrie keep the defenders off balance.
And it's in there. And the Lakers lead by 3.
Throughout the evening, he's got to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Pass to Harden. He takes it in. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
LeBron with the slam.
Yeah, I'm not sure he should be flaunted around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
Well, Kyrie Irving, the former top pick from that incredible basketball program at Duke University, he has grown as a player since he first came into the league, and he has become much smarter with his shots. He knows when to pick his spots out there on the court.
Morris, he's checked in for Matthews. James, nope. Good on the free throw.
A guy who's won almost every award in the book. LeBron does as much for the NBA off the court as he does on it.
To three, Durant. Yes, he's 9 for 14 in the game.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart. Going down.
He'll take it to the rack every chance if you let him. In attack mode here down the stretch.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Outside, Brown. Durant on the attack. And Durant slams it home.
And you see the improved strength of Kevin Durant, able to convert through contact now.
Schroeder, he's checked in for LeBron. And that one drops. So now they lead by 1.
Growing up, KD wanted to play for his favorite team, the Toronto Raptors, which featured his favorite player, Vince Carter.
Here's Harrell.
Oh my God.
By the Nets. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Durant. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one. The Lakers call timeout. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to run him off his spot out there. He is rolling.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. Nets out in front, up 3. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this just one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. They've got Montrezl Harrell, Kyle Kuzma out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Caldwell Pope in the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. The Lakers call timeout. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
Good decision to regather. Talk it over. Your main concern now is how to slow this guy down on the offensive end.
And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in. And the Nets making a change here. The Lakers trail. Pass to Harrell. James with the ball. Kuzma, pass to Davis. Second shot opportunity. Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. Brooklyn shooting at 49% so far in the game. Fires the 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Oh my God.
The defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's James. And it's blocked.
DeAndre Jordan is a force on defense. Tough to finish when he's lurking.
So the Nets making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Off the inbound. James can't get it to go. Brooklyn's going 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Irving for 3. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got his third assist of the night. And Grant, of the big men out there, who do you think does the best job of defending both at the rim and on the perimeter?
Well, B.A., it's incredible how the game has changed and evolved. And bigs must do both. They must be mobile on the perimeter and, of course, able to be great rim protectors. There's a lot that come to mind. Anthony Davis, Bam Adebayo. But I have to go with the reigning NBA Defensive Player of the Year, Giannis Antetokounmpo. There's a reason they call him the Greek Freak. And he is so good on the defensive end.
Harden from outside.
Oh, my God.
The three.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch. Looking to rack up points in chunks.
It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
And it's Brooklyn ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Harris outside. Let's go with a three. Davis for the rebound. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. James attacking. And slam dunk by James.
Coming back.
180 attracts so much attention. He's learned to stay patient and just locate the open man.
Harris on the wing. Pass to Jordan. On the wing, Hart. Jordan with a screen on James. Back to Jordan. And stolen by Harold. James outside. And it's James with the jam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Pass to Irving.
Oh, man.
Second chance shot. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The shiftiness of Kyrie earns him a trip to the stripe.
The first one falls. And some changes here for the Lakers. Gasol's checked in for Harrell. And it's Caruso in for Kuzma. Both free throws good from Irving.
I mean, it's so impressive. Kyrie's scoring ability. Terrific shot maker, obviously gets to the line, converts at a high rate.
Here's James.
Oh, LeBron hammers it home. Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Brooklyn has gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the fourth. Schroeder against Irving.
Defense,
man. In with a nice touch off the window.
No defense.
And the Nets lead by 11.
In all second half, they haven't gotten stops with any consistency.
Here's James. And slam dunked by James.
That's his game, attacking the rack with a purpose.
Let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kevin Durant.
This is special. We are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
I'm telling you, the added pressure of the road really brings out the best in him. You can tell he enjoyed playing so well in front of an unfriendly crowd.
All about converting your opportunities. He just hit his second 3 of this half, 3rd of the night.
Out to the right wing. Here's Caldwell Pope. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. For Brooklyn, they've got extra 9 here in the 4th quarter. To the inside. And slammed down by Jordan.
Most of DeAndre's field goals are dunks, exceptional at getting great position down inside.
James, outside. Driving inside, spins. Releases. Can't connect from short range. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 shots to go during this 4th quarter. Pass to Irving. A minute 35 left in the game. Unable to get that one. Here's Caldwell Pope. Oh, excellent D there from Harden. And Brooklyn shooting 51%. Good clip from the field. Irving, the pass to Harden. And Grant, when you were playing, the game was a lot more physical. Do you miss those days? Maybe not as a player, but do you miss watching that brand of basketball?
You know, I do miss a little bit of that time. There was a physicality that required a mental toughness to endure that. When you played against some of these teams, like the first team that comes to mind, the New York Knicks with Charles Oakley and Patrick Ewing, you're going to feel it at the end of that game. But there was just a fun time for me as a young player in this league. And, of course, anything I could do to be back out on the court playing, even in the physicality of the 1990s.
I'd be happy to stick an elbow in your back if that would make you feel better.
Okay, Brian Oakley, I like that. He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Harris on the wing. 23 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter.
They won this game. They got
on the wing, Harden.
No, my team got
Just
no
4 to
defense.
shoot. Chops one in from the wing. And the Nets lead by 16.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
James got a piece of it. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Kevin, this was a huge statement win for this team. How satisfying is it for you?
It was fun. It was fun. We came out and played hard. Guys played together, and this is all I expected, man. I'm glad that we was able to get the win tonight. We're looking forward to the next game.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Guys.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports coverage of the NBA. So long, everyone.